Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Friday Night Magic. Chubby, Atkst, and Mr. Boopster, and our new
panda.
This is Gary Busey Panda, which I think is an insult to Gary Busey more than anything. This
is a great find.
It was a great find.
Up.
So we were at a Denny's, right? And then Frosty, he of course saw a claw machine, and he's like, "Ooh, toys!" So of course he got $8 in change, and so when we saw this thing, it was like kind of facing like this. So it's like, oh, a panda to add to the collection. Then he like plucked it out and he looked at it, and it was like, oh my word. Anyway, apparently he poops Hallowed Fountain.
Because I pulled this.
Yeah,
basically means I'm going first.
Did you pull it out of here?
No, we opened it in the box last week.
Did you pull it out of his pooper?
I wish he could poop these.
Make it totally worth it. Anyway, yeah. So I should actually explain what we're doing. We're doing a thing called Super Sealed, which is basically we each took our half of the box and built a sealed deck of 60 cards. Yeah. Out of that, and
the fact that you have more than the 6 packs, so you not only have to build a 40-card deck.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, I'm probably gonna get trounced because you beat me with the money race anyway. So you open better things.
The Hallowed Fountain, though.
Sure. I think you opened better things, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, even in the colors, it's you can't tarnish this by playing with it.
That's true. So he'll be going first since he won the thing, and if you haven't seen that video, by the way, then you should watch it. It's right here by the Boopster. And so let's go straight to game 1. All right, since you go first, you can put your hand on the table, and I will look the other direction.
Kind of a slow one, but it'll work.
That's something I like to hear.
And here we go.
All right. So we have that, and we have that, and we have that, and we have these. And this is the real winner right there. All right.
Can't wait to find out what the winner is.
Yeah. It's not that exciting.
Well, Swamp.
I was pointing at Mr. Boopster. He's the winner.
He does win.
So we'll play an island, and we'll cast a Salvage Drone. 1/1 devoid, ingest. Yep. When it dies, you can draw a card and discard a card.
I can?
No, I can.
I'm
reading the card.
You pointed at me or Mr. Boopster,
I'm pointing at the card. He's kind of weird. Yeah, it's your go. He's kind of weird looking. Salvage Drone.
Spawning bed. Enter go.
Probably can't see that well anyway. Spawning bed. That can be painful later. So we'll boop you for 1.
Boop.
Ingest.
You got Breaker of Armies.
Ooh. That sounds perfectly wonderful. And I think we're going to follow up with a Fathom Feeder.
Double ingest.
Yeah,
Fun.
This one is Death Touch. Do you?
Draw for turn.
I think it's kind of fitting that Chubby plays the deck that eats things.
Yeah, it is kind of fitting. I'm going to retreat.
You're going to retreat to Hagra.
Enter go.
You're a wizard, Harry. Draw a card.
You're a hairy wizard.
That is true. I mean, it's not really.
Yeah, does Chubby have any hair?
No. Just one.
Just skin.
Yeah.
The balloon.
They're all ingrown. I will beat for Dues.
And
give me my treats.
Swamp. And a Ruinous Path. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Not bad at all. And then I'll play the real winner, Foil Swamp. Of course. Pass turn.
That was your foil
That was my
land.
real winner.
Yeah, that was the foil land that you got.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's Forest.
Probably worth more than Hallowed Fountain, to be perfectly honest.
Gain a life, you lose a life.
19.
And
stupid Hagrid. He's ruining my day.
Eyeless Watcher.
Eyeless Watcher.
Getting 2 Scions. These say spawns, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're Scions.
Yeah. Is that all?
Yeah, here we go.
Is that all this one does? It just makes 2 dudes? Or?
Yeah, it just makes 2 dudes.
Okay.
It's
Draw
like the
card.
Yeah, there used to be, I think it made 3 dudes, the one that made the spawns.
Yeah.
but then it was a 3/3.
Ah.
So it had the same power and toughness, or I guess same power.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why it's only a 1/1 now, because the Scions have the power.
Intriguing. We're gonna beat for 2. Yeah, trade with that.
Trade with that.
Sure.
Go to 17.
So you take 1.
And ingest.
Oh yeah! Ooh, locked down! Ooh, baby!
Apparently I should have double blocked.
And then I believe the play is land and pass the turn.
Untap. Drop turn.
That's one way you deal with an Ulamog, ladies and gentlemen.
Fertile
You
thicket.
get extremely lucky.
We're going to reveal forest.
Sure.
Chances are that it may get ingested. Anyway.
That is possible.
And we're going to go for Header on Archive.
Sure.
Right, draining you, by the way.
Yep. I was just going to see if that was a may or not. Not that it matters. I'd let you have it.
Always got to remember your landfall triggers.
That's true.
And like I said, I'll attack for 1.
You'll attack for 1. Huh. Well, I think I'm going to Grave Birthing the Eyeless Watcher in response. So you exile that from your graveyard. I got myself a 1/1. You currently have the pile. And I draw a card.
I'll use Mr. Boopster to hold
Sure. There, hold the tokens. It's neutral ground for tokens.
Yeah, rub his belly to get a token.
Do I trade a 1 for a 1? Probably not. I will go to 17.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Not too shabby. I'm gonna play a Smoldering Marsh. Or what? Does anyone know like what these are officially called? These lands, other than like poop lands or.
I've heard Battlelands.
Just because of Battle for Zendikar?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Doopy lands.
Doopy. Oh yeah, I like that because they're slow and they don't. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That does come in on tap though. In this particular
it's not Doopy at the moment.
situation, it is not Doopy. I'm going to play a Dust Stalker. 5/3 haste devoid. Beginning of each end step, if I control no other colorless creatures, it returns to my hand.
Yeah.
Just a big boy.
It's the big boy.
Big old boy. I'm gonna go ahead and beat with all of these dudages.
I'll block that one. Take
The
5,
salvage
6.
drone.
Good 12.
Okay. So when Salvage Drone dies, I get to draw a card and discard a card. And the card I'm going to discard is a Swamp. And I'll pass the turn. This is a colorless creature, so Duststalker does not come back to me.
Untap. Draw for turn. Not getting too lucky there. Forest.
You start hitting your land drops. Speaking of,
yeah,
you have a Hagra trigger.
Draining you.
16.
And 5 mana.
5 mana.
Because of Lex Channeler.
All right. I have a lot of mana.
Yeah, my 5 mana 4/4 taps is a mana dork. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card for turn. Well, that was a interesting one. So next turn, you have potentially access to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. That's a lot of mana.
10 mana.
You have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, I was off by 1. And then I'm assuming you have a land.
Yeah, potential. However, you got my Ulamog, and so
I did get your
other
Ulamog.
threats are only at 8, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, well, 8 drops are big. They are big dudes.
Well, I mean,
you probably would have played
mana.
one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll send in for 5. Offer up that trade if you want to make it.
I'm gonna chump it.
Sure, that works too. We're then going to cast an Oblivion Sower.
Well, that's no point.
A little Eldrazi. So it's a 5/8. Well, that's the one from the dual deck, but
Yeah.
it's 5/8. Exiles top 4, and then I get all lands that are exiled,
3.
which are currently.
4.
I didn't hit any
You got a
lands.
swamp.
I did get that swamp from earlier, though. Which is a cool way that this works.
I mean,
also, like,
this one could have been a land.
it's true. It could have.
You didn't give it time to bloom.
It had the potential. I will pass the turn to you.
Untap. Draw for turn. Six,
8.
7, 8.
What have ye?
Devastator. 8,
8,
9,
9
trample.
trample. Well, that is bigger than my 5/8, and it does kill it.
Enter go.
We're going to untap. Draw a card. I think we're going to scour that from existence.
Consider it scoured.
There's nothing but dust in the wind. And then we're going to attack you for 10.
And block that.
Sure.
Take 5. Go to 8.
Trade. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Well, I mean, that's probably a fine draw.
Drew another gigantic thing.
Breaker of Armies.
This is a 10/8, and all creatures able to block it do so. Yeesh.
Enter go.
That's a big old boy.
He's a big old boy. He breaks armies. That's what he does.
Draw a card.
His name is his job description.
Pretty much.
I think you got his brother earlier.
What's your life total at? 8
8.
currently. I'm going to attack you for 5.
Attack me for 5. I mean, I kind of know what's coming, but...
Sure.
Block it.
So there's 3 damage on it currently.
Or you mean 5?
Or sorry, 5 damage on it. I said 3 because I have 3 points of burn. But this one exiles.
Ooh. So now he's joined his brother.
Yep.
So, first card you exiled.
Mm-hmm. Then what am I going to do? We're going to make a Culling Drone and an Evolving Wilds and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. There's a swamp.
Get a Hagrid trigger.
Drain ya.
15.
And...
Hagrid. Yes, I know it's not Hagrid,
Here go.
but isn't it? Crack Evolving Wilds. End of turn.
Hagra.
And we'll get... Doesn't really make a difference at this point. Swamp.
Swamp.
So I can cast any of the colored things in my deck currently. Untap. Draw a card. Beats for 3.
Pop spawning bed.
Sure.
Doo-doo.
Make some dudes.
Doo-doo. Chump that, take 2.
Sure.
Go to 7.
Well, you're not actually chumping.
I guess, yeah. I'll trade with that.
Yeah.
Mr. Boopster holds the spawns. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
fine. They can't even see that anyway. It's off screen. I'm gonna spoil the fun. Ulamog's the spoiler. So I can put 2 cards an opponent owns from exile into their graveyard, and if I do, it enters the battlefield with 4 counters. And
How's it going to be?
I could be funny and despoil Ulamog, which I kind of want to do. I don't think you have a way of getting it back.
I don't think so either. Or you could get the 2 Breaker of Armies.
That's true.
You can bury them properly.
Can give them proper burials. You know what? I'll give you Ulamog and 1 Breaker of Armies, just because it's kind of funny that Ulamog's despoiler
Despoiled Ulamog.
actually got the target on Ulamog. And that comes in as a 9/9. And I'll pass the turn.
The 9/9 is kind of threatening.
It's a big boy. He has a
However-
large belly. Oh, I don't like the sound of however.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't. Let's go. Doesn't matter. 5.
Mhm.
Obnixilis.
Oh, boy.
Dead.
That's just destroy target creature?
Yep.
Okay.
Destroy target
Dead
creature.
despoiler. My god. He goes down 3 for that. Okay. Noted.
Enter go.
We're going to untap. We're going to draw. Well, that was timely.
Are you going to scour him from existence?
Nope, we're going to pay 7 and Ruinous Path him with Awaken.
Ooh.
Awakening the Smoldering Marsh. By the way, I got the buy a box promo as like a pity thing, because I lost. So in such grand fashion. So that's why that's in my library. Plus you got the other one. So.
Yes. Which you exiled already.
I did. Yes. Yep. Beats for 6.
Beats for 6. Block.
Sure.
Take 2.
And ingest.
Forced.
Oh, delicious. And it goes on Mr. Boopster.
Yes.
And I'll pass the turn. Delicious.
Draw for turn.
What gigantic thing do you have for me?
I have a 4/3 Smothering Abomination.
Sure, what's this one do?
It has the Void, flying, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. And when you sacrifice a creature, draw a card.
Cool. Which you could do right now
and
if you really want to draw a card.
Draining you for 1.
14.
1, 2, 3. Wow.
Please miss. Did you miss?
I'm going to hide the 1 card that didn't miss.
Oh my. Okay. Wow. That's
really
impressive.
didn't want to be drawing all those.
That's actually good for you.
Yeah, that was a very good...
4/3 that is. Okay.
Enter go.
We're gonna untap. Draw a card. Boy. Oh, boy. 4/3.
You can trade with your
And you're
4/4
at
land.
6. What else does he do? Whenever you sacrifice a creature, you draw a card. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice a creature. Okay.
Yeah. So you would have to stack himself for the spawn.
True.
I would at least get a draw card from that, though.
That is also true. However, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll attack you for 2.
I'm gonna chump it.
Sure.
I don't know what you got, but it's suspicious.
You're not gonna draw a card?
All right, I guess I can sack it.
You might as well do
for
that.
Mana, draw a card, which is that swamp I put on
a chump
top.
block anyway. Well, that actually kind of changes what I was gonna do.
I figured there was something weird.
We'll play a sludge crawler and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Wow.
Not the line I was expecting.
Swamp. Oh, right. I have to sacrifice a creature.
You do, yeah.
Which means...
Which is kind of what I was trying for anyway, but I wasn't expecting a chump block.
Hard times. Sacrifice that.
Sure.
Draw
2 cards.
And a Brood Butcher.
Ooh. That presents some blockers.
All right, and draining you for 1.
Yep. 13. Don't forget your triggers now.
And Turgo.
Okay, so you don't have the mana to activate the Butcher currently.
No, I do not.
All right. Untap. We'll draw a card. Hmm. Oh boy. Tough bananas.
Bananas.
Tough nanners. I will be with all of these dudes.
How many times can you pump him?
I can pump him 3 times.
Block, eat.
Block, eat. Okay. And that's just sacrifice any creature, correct? Yeah. Okay. I will let that happen, just as is. And you take 1.
No pumps. Okay.
No
Go
pumps.
6 ingest, right?
Yes, it does have ingest.
Seek the wilds.
We'll then play play 7 mana. We will cast the Bane of Belged, tapping 7 mana. So this is like the one Annihilator that made it through. It's a 7/5. When it attacks, the defending player exiles 2 permanents he or she controls. And I'll pass the turn. Yeah, they didn't want to reprint Annihilator because it's not fun, but I guess they thought that it's fine for this one uncommon.
Yeah, I was about the thinking.
Of course,
Draining you for 1
they
with a
didn't use
swamp.
it. Go to 12. They didn't use the term Annihilator. It's unfortunate.
So we got 9 mana.
You have 9 mana. What will you do with it?
Cast Carrier Thrill.
Sure. That's the one when he dies, he gets a Fusti, right? Eldrazi's Scion.
And a Zolport Cutthroat.
And that's an annoying one. Okay. Sounds good.
Enter go.
We'll untap. Draw a card. So, what's the line here? You have a bunch of mana up. I see.
That I do.
Enough to use that twice.
I even have a guy who pops into another guy.
And you have a guy that pops into another guy. to do here. Tough. It's real tough. I actually have quite a few choices here. I will Rotting Miasma Awakened. So all creatures get -2/-2, and I animate a land. I'm actually going to animate my Foil Swamp, because I did say it was the winner. Worth noting, I can animate Smoldering Marsh. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. No, because you got another Trump blocker. I'm going to do it as is. So, he obviously dies.
Just waiting on the... Just waiting, trying to decide
what to use? Sure, of course. This happens when you cast the spell, which is also interesting.
Since we're going to lose them anyway. Sacrifice Carrier Throw.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't. It says also. Yeah, keep going.
Sack this.
Yep.
To give Smoldering Marsh -2/-2.
Sure.
Drain you for 1.
11.
Make a Fusti token.
Mm-hmm.
Sack the Fusti token to give Bane of Balaged -2/-2.
Yep.
Drain you for 1.
10.
Go up to 9. And Zilliport Cutthroat dies, draining you for 1.
Mm-hmm. This is still alive, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's currently
And then this will die from
3/1.
that, and this will die from that. Okay.
And that's a
1/1.
It's tapped anyway. Currently have a 3/1 Bane of Balaged, and I have a 1/1 Brood Butcher.
Yes. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn. I don't think there's any reason to get greedy.
Draw for turn. I mean, yeah. Evolving Wilds, crack.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be 2 triggers draining you for life. I guess I'll find one of those swamps that was on the bottom.
Tapped.
Tap.
Come on now.
Sorry.
Let's not get sloppy.
I think I'm going to have to take that 7 regardless. So, in the weakest showing of this card, it's time for some slaughter.
Gruesome Slaughter. Okay, so until end of turn, colors creatures gain basically one-way fight. Kick in the shins fight.
Kill that.
Sure.
Because there's going to be a chump blocker when it untaps. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Attack for 7.
So see, if damage was still on the stack, that would have been a bad play. If damage isn't on the stack.
So,
you can have 2 Fertile Thickets.
Oh, golly gee, thank you so much.
5.
You gained a lot of life.
Well, that's what happens when you have a retreat and a Zilliport Cutthroat.
Play a 1/4 unblockable Devoid Ingest. Pass the turn.
Untap. This needs to be a creature. It's not a creature.
Well, it serves you right for top decking a bunch of removal.
However,
is it more removal?
Bone Splinters.
Ah, for God's sake!
Kill.
I'm gonna not do that. Nah, you just have to pay 4. Forget it.
Yeah,
it happens. Boy.
And force. Go to 6. Your go.
Draw a card. Attack for 1.
7. Wait, I was at 6. 5.
Yeah.
Let's not go up now. Ingest. You get an Eyeless Watcher. That would have been good. That would have been great, because then I could have just...
I'll play a Merc Strider and not use it because you don't have any creatures. And I don't really want to bounce my own dude. So, pass turn.
Untap. Drop turn. It's not a drain, but it is a chump blocker.
2 chump blockers, actually.
Yeah. It's an excellent chump blocker. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Beats. Yep.
Go to 4.
Get a Fusty. I'll play an Evolving Wilds and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Do I have any mountains left to get? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. I should have one more.
Enter go.
Crack that. End of turn.
This is a very slow and grindy game.
It is.
Jeez.
I think we've shown off like most of these decks, which is kind of funny.
I didn't get to cast my Ulamog though. He just got to go straight into exile immediately.
But we got to show it off. Hey, I brought him back. I despoiled his adventures.
That is true.
So we'll untap, draw for turn.
So he's been in my library, my exile, and my graveyard. At no point was he in the hat.
True. Go to 4. Or attack for 4.
Block.
Yep.
Go to 3.
And I'll pass the turn.
I forgot to
Ingest.
ingest.
Right.
And last.
He does have ingest. No, not winning that way, so.
No.
Pass turn.
Draw for turn.
Blister pod.
Wait.
Well,
Wait. I have a step.
you have a step.
In the saddest showing of this Titan's presence,
What do we got here?
I'm going to reveal a blister pod.
Okay. Well, that's to do what with?
I'm going to exile that.
Is that what this does? Exile target's power is less than or equal to. I'm going to spell shrivel that,
I'll pay for.
and then I'll spell shrivel it again.
Yeah, that's. I'll cast a blister pod.
Because I think this 1/4 is the one thing that's
probably does.
You could just keep drawing chump blockers, so I think that's
Yeah,
probably...
I think I have 3 of them, so it's probably the correct plan. Enter go.
Yeah, untap, draw a card, attack for 4.
Block that. Go to 2.
Yep. Get a Fusty. And then we will make a Kozilek's Channeler. Pass the turn. 4/4, taps for 2. Seen it earlier.
Draw for turn.
On the other side of the table.
I just realized I missed the ingest trigger again. And I would have liked that.
So much sloppy.
I would have liked that card, but I realized that.
2/1. That's an excellent card. You good?
Enter go.
Untap. Gonna draw a card. And we're gonna attack.
We're going to chump and eat that.
Trade.
Take 1.
Doesn't eat.
Sorry, trade.
Yep, sure.
Go to 1. Ingest. What did you get? An 8/9. And it wouldn't have mattered.
No. And we'll play a swamp because there's no reason to hide it. See you.
Untap. I'll gain a life.
Hey.
Enter go.
Do you not drain me? Oh, that's
right,
not
drain you.
Yeah.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Beat.
Dead.
And I got swap. Wow, that was incredibly grindy.
Just a bit.
That's yours. Do I have anything else of yours? I think, yeah, that was the only thing I took of yours.
Yeah, you only managed to get 1 swamp.
Yeah, so, that was like 30 minutes, but I think we'll still play some more.
Yeah. See how
Hopefully get some other stuff. So we'll see you in game 2. All right, game 2. I will show my hand. So if you would be so kind as to. Oh yeah, you are. But it doesn't really matter what order we show our hands in. But.
We did that before. So.
Sure, fair, whatever.
I'm taking the spotlight.
No, Gary Busey Panda's taking the spotlight.
Take my hand back.
And I've got this going on. Some exciting stuff in there. All right. Let's have ourselves a game. Boop. There's a blister pod.
Enter go.
We will draw a card, play an island, and I will play a 1-drop of my own. Salvage drone. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Attack you for 1.
Take 1. Go to 19.
Swamp. Carrier Thrill.
Sure.
Go.
So Wrath right here would not be great. Draw a card.
You get to draw a card and discard a card.
That's true. Yeah, I'm actually going to attack you for 1.
I'll take that. I'll go 19.
Sure. Play an Evolving Wilds and pass the turn.
You hit Ob.
Oh, wow. Good job, me.
Draw for turn. I don't mind drawing that. And attack you for 2.
17.
Retreat.
To Hagra. All right.
Andrew.
Crack this Wilds. I keep wanting to take a point of damage when I crack a fetch land, but that's not a thing.
That's not the case with Evolving Wilds.
No.
Evolving Wilds is better than that, thank you very much.
Definitely. It's the best card ever printed in Magic.
It is. I have a binder of them.
You do.
And Terramorphic Expanse.
And not just a page. Like
no. Like a binder.
Yeah. Like
a binder that matches the color binders.
Draw a card.
Not quite. Because most of it's the empty sleeves and Terramorphic Expanse and Evolving Wilds binder. Or empty pages, rather.
Attack for 1.
I'm going to trade this time.
Sure. I will loot.
I get a spawn. So it's like,
Discard a
I
swamp.
didn't even lose a creature.
True.
I lost a 1/1 colorless creature for a 1/1 colorless creature that ramps me.
Play a swamp. And I'll pass the turn.
So you got all your colors.
It's true.
Draw for turn. Fertile Thicket.
Mm-hmm. You have a retreat trigger, by the way.
Yeah. I guess I'll drain you.
16.
Find us basic swamp there. And put them in that order on the bottom.
Okay.
Drain you, or sorry, attack you for 3.
I will go to 13.
Enter go.
Draw a
Oh
card.
yeah, aggressive starts.
Very.
1 mana, 1/1.
You know what we're going to do?
2 mana, 2/1.
Here's a 5/3 that returns to my hand later. Attack you for 5.
Yeah, I'll take 5.
Dust Stalker.
Go 15.
And beginning my end step, I control no other colorless creatures, goes to my hand. 2.
Bye-bye. We hardly knew you.
It's true. He didn't even leave his name
Untap.
and number. He just left 5 damage in his path.
Coming. Well, play that swamp now. Drain you for 1.
12.
Attack you for 3.
9.
Enter go.
Untap, draw. Well, okay. Well, I'm not probably winning the race. Play a swamp. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Let's play a Sanctum of Ugin, draining you for 1.
8.
17. And attack you for 3.
I will cast a Grave Birthing, exiling Blisterpod from your graveyard. Getting a little foosty and drawing a card.
I can trade for my 2/1.
I'm going to, yes.
Pop. Well, then I'm going to have it.
And I'll take 1, going to 7.
Why? All right.
Because, yeah.
I thought you were drain or something. I'm like,
No.
what? No. Okay. Yeah, sure go.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. Draw a card. And... Play a swamp.
This is like the exact opposite of the last game.
Pretty much. You have a spawning bed and a sanctum. I think I'm just going to play a Dust Stalker, and I'll attack you for 5.
I will chump him.
Sure.
And then, in response, sack him for mana.
Mm-hmm.
To crack spawning bed.
Yep.
And make 3 1/1s. Letting no damage through.
True. And yes, I will pass the turn. That comes back to me.
Untap.
Come back to me, my friend.
Draw for turn. So I'll not miss our land drop. Drain you for 1.
6.
Attack you for 4.
2.
And your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, we're pretty much obliged to do this at this point, so we're going to. Rising Miasma, not awakened. -2/-2.
Can I do anything with the mana? Nope. No such luck.
And I'll pass the turn. Yeah, unfortunately, I was only 1 mana away from being able to
Drain you for 1.
do the full thing, but go to 1.
I'll play a powerful Lifespring Druid.
That's a 2/1. That's a big boy.
And your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, I'm probably dead.
You're 1 land
it's
drop
17.
away from dead.
1 land drop away from dead. Yeah. So, I think
You're also an attack away
we're
from
just
dead.
going to have to go for an Oblivion Sower. XL top 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, hit nothing? Seriously?
Nothing.
Okay, pass turn. Do you have 1 more land?
Draw for turn?
Most likely.
That's an Ulamog.
That's a Nulamog.
Can I cast an Ulamog? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No.
6, 7, 8. I can, however, cast Eldrazi Devastator. 8, 9.
Sure.
And I'll play a Swamp and kill you.
You got it. I had so many things that I could have done if I had 7 mana, but I did not.
Blister Pod. Whatever null thing got there.
All right. Well, we'll see you in game 3.
What is his name? I gotta honor him. Carrier Thrall.
He doesn't deserve any honor. All right, game 3. I will show my hand.
Show my hand. All right.
We don't do that anymore.
We
Remember?
don't do that. See, I've already...
Just turn around. That's what we got. Your turn.
I made it through the first 2 fine. The second one I duped.
Boop.
Let's range them like that.
Good.
It's a lot slower compared to game 2. But yeah, we're good.
All right, we're going to lead with a swamp. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. We're going to lead with Swamp. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. Swamp. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. Forest.
Oh, you broke the cycle.
We're going to seek the wilds.
Sure.
Look at my top 4 and reveal a creature and or land. Or sorry, creature or land.
And or that'd be really good.
We're going to reveal an Eyeless Watcher.
Sure, this one just makes 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Ramp and Swarm.
Mm-hmm.
And your go.
Draw a card. Mountain. Since you broke the swamp cycle, I'll break the swamp cycle as well. Play a Drana, Liberator of Malakir. 2/3, flying first strike,
Yeah.
dies to everything. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. Spawning Bed.
Mm-hmm.
Dies to everything.
Including completely disregarding.
Yeah, I'm just going to completely disregard that you cast that.
She committed suicide because she couldn't take
Here
it.
you go.
Untap. Draw a card. Yeah. Play swamp. Pass turn.
Exciting.
Very exciting. There's all sorts of stuff
Rough turn.
happening right now.
I'm going to play your favorite card.
Is it my favorite card?
Retreat to Hagra.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play a swamp and drain you for 1.
19.
21.
I'll be honest, it's not my favorite card.
Yeah. Andrew, go.
Draw a card. Well, you're on time, certainly. Play an island.
Island.
And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swamp, drain you for 1.
18.
And here we're going to cast...
Don't forget to actually gain a life.
Right. We're going to cast an exciting Lifespring Druid.
Yeah, sure.
Enter go.
Draw a
It's got
card.
a 2/1 body that can attack. Combined with the life steal from Retreat.
Play a swamp. And this is sad. That and that. Instant speed too, but can't have you using it for
Is
mana
it
or anything.
exile? Yeah.
It's exile, yes. Both things. 2. Very sad use of a Grip of Desolation, but
Draw for turn.
there's not much else going on. And if I can keep you off of large amounts of mana, never mind.
Alice Watcher. He knew he was there.
I did.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, you know what I'm gonna do?
Here's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna go ahead and watch it rot. Rising Miasma for Awaken cost, and I'm gonna awaken this here swamp. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. It's not quite what we like to see. So, we're going to play a Blister Pod.
Mhm.
And we're going to Ruinous Path that.
Sure. Death to my swamp.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card.
After, perfectly hitting my land drops last game.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting so lucky.
Well, I mean, I did kill one.
Yeah, you did kill one. That is true.
We'll make a 1/2 flyer. With Ingest. And I'll pass turn. He really wants his treats.
Draw for turn. There's a land. Drain you for 1.
17. You're at 23. I believe.
Boop.
So I haven't actually done anything to you.
Nicholas.
Not Obby.
Dead.
All right.
I need dice. Boop. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before. Ruinous Path, Awakened, Dead. 4/4. Pass turn. Can't attack with it this time, unfortunately.
Draw for turn.
Sorry,
Sanctum of
Intruder is
Ugin.
destroyed or exile? Destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Sanctum of Ugin.
Yeah, he's not an Eldrazi, so he
Yeah.
doesn't exile. Fortunately, this doesn't trigger Sanctum, but here's a 4/4.
Just narrowly avoids it by 2 mana.
And draining you for 1.
Oh, because of the Sanctum, sure.
Yes.
16.
Your go.
Untap. Draw a card. 7. Play a Ruin Processor. So I put a card an opponent owns from exile into their
Right.
graveyard.
This is responding bad, and considering you have an Oblivion, so we're...
Yeah, it's going to be bad. And I'll gain 5 life, going to 21. And I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swamp, drain you for 1.
20. You're at 25.
I'll cast a Breaker of Armies.
Sure.
Enter go.
That's a big boy. We'll untap. Draw a card.
Sorry, that's tap 2.
Yes. Play an island. Actually, that might have not been. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna cast Grave Birthing right now. So you exile the card from your graveyard. I get a
Lifespring
Fusty. And I draw a card. And you got a 10-8. And all things have to block it, if able.
Yes.
That's less than bueno.
Yeah, it's definitely not bueno.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Is this the time to crack Ugin? Probably. Gonna crack the Sanctum.
I'm going... how does this work? When you cast it. Sure. Crack Sanctum.
Bloop. What do we want to find? Colorless creature. Could be anything. Maybe that?
As long as it's a colorless creature.
Yeah. Could even be a boat. It's probably a colorless
It could be.
boat.
Well, there's like a Phyrexian Dreadnought. A Dreadnought's a boat. He's not that, but a Dreadnought is a boat.
I think we're going to find Brood Butcher.
Sure. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shrivel up the Devastator.
Bye-bye, Devastator.
Tapping the 4/4, so it does not have to block. I'm using my brain thinker.
Yeah.
Although you probably kill this anyway, if you decided to. So
Yeah. So, 10.
block.
Kill the Ruin Processor.
Well, you kill both. You have 10 power.
All right.
So
Yeah.
but they do trade,
Kill both.
which is nice because you only have 8 toughness.
Alright. Bye-bye. And your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Attack for 4.
Go 21.
Play an Evolving Wilds and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. That's probably better. Titan's Presence. Feeling Brood Butcher.
Yep.
Exit. Wait, that's 4.
This is
What
4.
am I doing? That doesn't work. Never mind. Take that back. Can't actually target that. So, I guess we just cast him.
I'm confused. Why couldn't you do it?
Because he has to have greater power than that.
Oh, it's power, not
Yeah.
greater mana cost. I see.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I realized, nope. And we do get some.
I want to just point this out. I could totally cast Cruel Ultimatum right now.
Nice.
I've got the mana up.
If only it was in the set.
Yeah, if only.
I mean, can't Ulamog give a cruel ultimatum?
Sure, why not?
I mean, he seems like he'd be pretty cruel.
He's pretty cruel.
5.
Attack for 5. Go to 15.
Enter go.
Crack Evolving Wilds, because we certainly don't want to draw any more lands. And we'll get another swamp.
Swamp.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so you have a much more impressive board than I have at the moment.
E.
Will this change anything? You're 21
Yeah.
currently? That's a lot. Attack for 4.
I'll take it. Going 17.
We'll play 1/4. Unblockable. Play an island. Pass the turn. The answer was no, by the way. It does not change the board state that much.
Pretty piece. Play Carry Thrall.
Mhm.
And we shall attack.
Attack like that. So this gives -2/-2, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. We're gonna block a bond token, I believe.
Okay.
And take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're going to...
Are you doing this pre-damage? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sack him to give that -2, -2.
Mm-hmm.
And then damage goes through.
Go to 7.
And sack this to give -2, -2.
Yep.
Get a spawn back. Enter go.
Not a land, please. How many cards in the hand?
1 card. And you know it because of my oopsie.
Yes. Well, I might as well take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't want to exile. You didn't want me exiling 0-power creatures.
Well, I mean,
Actually, I don't even
wait.
think I can.
If I wait a turn to cast that, you just cast the gigantic thing. So
Yeah, that is true.
might as well get some value.
Well, I mean, I don't have. Well, I guess I do.
You have enough mana. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
8.
You have 9. 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't know why I counted 5 lands, but
Yeah.
could almost cast an Ulamog.
17. And I'm dead if I don't block something, so I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Is it a haymaker? Or really, realistically, anything would do it.
Swing
Swing for beats?
for beats.
Well, I'm obliged to block this one, so I will do so.
Yeah.
And I will go to 1.
I will play an offshoot. This is 0-3 defender.
Okay.
Enter go.
Whoopah!
I mean, it has Death Touch.
And I can draw a card,
And you can draw a card.
which I'm going to do.
And exile something. Fine.
Yes.
All kinds of things.
Draw a card!
You
What
exile the
the-
forest.
And that's a Duststalker. To you!
End of your turn, I'm going to sacrifice the offshoot to give that -2, -2.
Sure. What I'm really hoping for here is that you top deck a land and just kill me that way.
Well, you exile the forest, so...
I know, but you could have another one. Ah, you do! Just got that Duststalker.
Haha!
All right, so turns out you won the money count and you won the match.
Yeah. Through
This
apparently
super
I
sealed.
have an aggro deck, even though it was built to be a ramp.
Apparently. All right, so that was our first foray into Super Sealed. If you like that sort of thing, let us know in the comments, and we might do it again.
On the next box, yeah.
And the what?
On the next box, the Benz.
Yeah. If people like this, then we'll do it again. So we will see you next time. Bye. Oh.